Okay, what's going on guys, and welcome to a quick video I wanted to do looking at Battlefield Hardline on the GTX 980. This is a reference GTX 980 which I've got, and I'll put the rest of the specs for my PC in the description. First I'm going to quickly look at the resolution at 3440 by 1440. No, yeah, that's it, 3440 by 1440, yeah. Couldn't remember it then, but this is the native resolution of my monitor, and it's kind of becoming a lot more of a popular resolution for people using. People are switching to the 21:9 aspect ratio, and using this resolution. It's going to kind of look a bit funny in the video because obviously YouTube's 16:9, so there will be black borders, but kind of gives you an idea of how the game runs. Now this is currently obviously recording and is running at 48 FPS, as you can see in the top right. The fact that it's recording does have a little impact on the frames, but not too much. Now, one thing I've found quite helpful in doing this on this monitor is actually switching to 2560 by 80. So you do lose a little bit of the clarity that you get with 3440, but as you can see, that's straight away bumped up the FPS to between 70 and 80, which is more than playable and like still has a really good effect. I kind of prefer having that like extra FPS than having a higher resolution. As much as it looks nice, you know, one GTX 980 is it does kind of get pushed, especially on Ultra. Now another way you can get around this is switch to, say you want to play in 3440 by you can set the resolution back to that, put your settings down to high, and you'll see there we're up to 66 FPS again. So, you know, that's a way of kind of, you know, keeping the high resolution, and the difference between ultra and high is pretty minimal, so I mean you won't notice like a massive difference. And you know, as long as you're above 60 FPS on a 60Hz monitor, then you're pretty much good to go. So that's a quick look at it on a 3440. Now obviously this is playing multiplayer. This is a 64-player game of Hotwire at the moment, I think it is. So I wanted to make sure I was in the highest like level of players game to kind of give the best representation of how the game runs. I think I've just seen oh no, that's friendlies. So what I also wanted to do was show 1080p. So I'm going to quickly stop the recording and start it again in 1080p. Alright, so obviously 1080p is probably the most commonly used resolution. That's kind of why I wanted to include it in this video, because it's the resolution that a lot of people still use, and even I use it actually when I'm playing this on this monitor streaming. I'll switch to window 1080p and play like that. So as you can see, we're still running on high settings at the moment, and it's getting well, it's kind of quite an erratic frame rate actually, but it's kind of between 100 and 120. Occasionally drops down to 90, but again on a 60 Hz monitor, you know, anything above 60 frames per second doesn't really make a difference to you. But you can see it looks pretty nice, and let's quickly switch it up to Ultra. Obviously with Ultra you get the anti-aliasing come on, which does hit the FPS a fair bit, but you can see it hasn't really changed too much. It's kind of staying more to the low hundreds, but then it just jumps up to 130, and I'm not really sure why it's doing that because it wasn't even changing direction then. It is quite erratic. I guess the cars and stuff are moving around, so maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, that was a quick look at the GTX 980 reference edition for Battlefield Hardline. If you guys have like any other videos, any other games you want me to check out using this card and this monitor, then you know, let me know in the comments. See, as more people are getting these 21:9 monitors, they want to know what performance they can get from it, so with their graphics card. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.